Joe and I recently headed to the Grand Canyon to hike for a couple of days, and at some point during our trip, I realized that it was 1971, 50 years ago, that I last hiked in the Grand Canyon. That's just crazy to me. At any rate, we didn't come to do any super long hikes or a rim to rim hike. We just wanted to enjoy some beautiful scenery before the winter weather sets in up here. We did 3 nice hikes, and we bailed on another hike that was just too steep and narrow to enjoy. Our first hike started at Hermit's Rest.
This is Hermit's Rest.
We hiked down about a mile and a half on the Hermit Trail and then picked up the Dripping Springs Trail. We got started a little too late to make it all the way to Dripping Springs, so at about the 2 mile mark, we stopped for lunch and then headed back up. If you're looking to avoid big crowds, this is a great trail because not that many people come out to this western area of the park. And we're back. Because this is the Grand Canyon, you might think that all the trails are steep and difficult, but that's not the case at all. For our next hike, we headed out to Shoshone Point, a 2 mile round trip with no elevation gain to speak of.
Up canyon to the east, you can see the foaming torrent of Hance Rapids.
This is another trail with no crowds because the parking area is just off an unmarked pull-off as you drive east in the park. The views are hard to beat. After the nice hike to Shoshone Point, we headed to the Grandview Trail. It starts at the site where one of the first lodges was built at the canyon in the late 1800s. We had planned to hike down at least a mile or two.
So we'll go down as far as we can until we pass out.
Our beautiful views on the Grandview Trail. Indeed, it is the Grand View. However, you can't really enjoy the views because the trail is so narrow and rocky. And one young lady just kind of left her boyfriend and hightailed it back up this trail, which is what Joe and I are going to do too. So we headed back to the Bright Angel Lodge area and did some people watching while we ate lunch on the rim. After lunch, we tossed our stuff into our cabin and headed on a 2.5 mile hike on the Rim Trail as it parallels Hermit Road. It's an easy paved path for the route that we took, then it turns into a dirt route later. great thing is it has lots of shuttle bus stops, so you can hop on and ride back whenever you get sick and tired of the fabulous views. After we got back, we headed down Bright Angel for a quarter mile or so, and I promised myself it won't be another 50 years before I get back here again. This is the end of our 2 days of hiking in Grand Canyon National Park.